Hey, what's the name of that site where you can buy key shit for games?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Buy what for games?
Like games codes for games.
I
Get them
don't.
for, oh, G2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know.
A great matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere. It's time for football. Another season
Guess
is
where I'm
drawing
playing,
near its
JB.
close, and each of today's teams would love nothing
Been playing at the Fire Stadium.
for its conclusion as the Patriots.
Arrowhead or Meadowlands.
Let's go to
Yeah,
midfield
yeah.
for the coin toss.
Meadowlands.
And the Jets are wearing their 60s uniforms.
I wonder why it doesn't like randomly select them
On the field, and let's see what happens
throwback
now as
uniforms
we're ready for
sometimes.
the kickoff. Number 3 is back.
It only
and
does
ready
it
to
once
put
a
this one
year.
in the
It did
air.
it for me with the red uniforms like 2 weeks ago.
He got all of that one. This one is handled by number 86. A lot of fans have looked forward to this game all week, John, with two of the best quarterbacks.
Taking my way downtown.
Who sings that song?
New England now crams
What the fuck is her name? Vanessa something?
That sounds right.
What is that bitch's name?
Crosses it left. Can't pull him down. He lost it.
Oh, here we
The
go!
Patriots.
Touchdown.
Yeah, no!
And that's a very rare sight to see him fumble.
I don't recall seeing the ball pop out of his hands too often. When you get a lot of carries, percentages eventually play against you.
Ooh, the Raiders are hiring Patrick Graham as their defensive coordinator.
Okay, now you're close. Get even closer with this pass.
It's first and goal.
Who's that?
At the 5.
The Giants defensive coordinator who interviewed for many head coaching jobs, including the Steelers defensive coordinator job,
Send him back 5.
among others.
Number 4, still the ball to the open man. You can't give him an easy pick.
They need
Interesting.
10 for a score. Davis, the lone setback. He gets the carry. Setting up play action. Throws on the move. This pass is incomplete. Number 50, whacks him, causing the incompletion.
I'll tell you, there are plenty of guys in the league who take pride in making hits like that, especially when it causes an incompletion.
It's second and goal at the 10.
Keep moving. Let's turn it up, B. Let's run, man.
Under pressure. Brings it down, looking to run. And he gets in there. Touchdown.
Let me show you how they got in on that one. The quarterback drops back to pass, doesn't see anyone open, so he takes off for the end zone, and nobody even really gets a hit on him. You better kick it here.
The point after is good. The Capitals. Number 3 in to kick this one off.
Crabtree back deep to return.
This one is taken by number 86.
Now it's their turn to do something on offense. They're down by a touchdown early. But these guys have the kind of offense that can score anytime they have the ball.
Everything you got. Let's go, baby.
Give it to the halfback. Jammer is there on the stop at the 23-yard line.
This play might work.
It's second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. Knock him out.
It's the toss to the right. Jones comes up to make the play at the 26.
One thing these guys don't want to do is give up in a running game, because if they do that, they become one-dimensional, and that plays right into the defense's hands.
The Patriots come out in a nickel package. With the throw, comes up with it. Strong is there on the stop. Perfect spiral on that pass.
This is a guy who can make all the throws out there. He shows a nice touch in the short patterns, can thread it in there against tight coverage, and he can put some air under it when he's trying something downfield.
Dropping back to pass on first down. With the pass, he finds his man.
A successful offense is one that can run and throw for good yardage on first down.
New England shifts their set so they can pack the line. White, the lone setback. Robinson with a man in motion. They give it to the halfback. Johnson is
What
there
system
for the
is
tackle.
NHL 21, 22?
This is a good one to call.
I am on the PlayStation 5.
New England now shows
Nice. You have a PlayStation 5.
moving up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I've had it for like a year now, dude.
Hand off to the tailback.
Fuck have you been, pussy?
Action with the pass.
I didn't know. Oh my God!
Touchdown.
It's a first down on that
The
throw.
opposing
And they made
offensive
the perfect
tackle
play
caught
to
a
get
pass
those couple of
one-handed
yards.
in coverage.
On the 29-yard line.
New England now crams the line of scrimmage with defenders.
Like that.
Going to the right. Spins away from the tackle. Breaking through.
And now there's a
The
touchdown.
10, 5, and they'll score. Touchdown. What a run by the veteran.
Yeah, because of his experience and knowledge of the game, he can still take it to a defense, even though the initial burst of quickness may not be there.
Mike Nugent comes in for the point after, which will knot it up. The extra point attempt is good. Number 8 will be kicking off. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 4-yard line. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last series. Ball on their own 29.
First and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Here we go. So we gonna take it.
Davis in the backfield.
Under 10.
RB, dude.
With a counter play.
All right.
Number 37 comes up to make the play at the 36-yard line. Ball on their own 36.
Second and 3. Ball on the 36-yard line.
One more, fellas. Hey, let's go one deep.
Only one man in the backfield.
Go deep. Not today.
Hand off to the tailback. Harris is there for the tackle at the 40-yard line.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
They're coming with the blitz. Throwing. Bolton is there on the stop. He's always very composed in the pocket, John. Nothing rattles him.
Yeah, when you talk about guys that can handle pressure and find the open receiver, this is the kind of guy you're talking about.
Out of the I formation. He tucks it away. Stark comes up to make the play at the 46.
Watch for a hole to open up the middle and send your guy through it.
46-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, watch that screen. Back it up, baby. 2, 16. Solo. We gotta believe it.
Hand off to the tailback. Number 94 is there for the tackle at the 42-yard line.
This is a play that you need. Trust your quarterback to make a good throw here.
Let's go now. Hey, watch the screen. There's some slot going.
Justice scans the defense from the gun. Closing in. Throws it. This one falls incomplete. Flags down. They might get them for roughing.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 93. Automatic.
So the
First
penalty
down.
on third down does go against the defense, and the result is a first down.
Spread the ball around and make sure the defense knows that they have to cover every receiver.
27-yard line.
Watch it. Let's go. Turn it up now. You can't stop.
Hand it off. Number 21 is there for the tackle at the 19. So that was a pickup of about 9. 8th play of this drive. They're inside the 20.
One more, fella.
The last time they were down here, they scored a touchdown. On the carry, Harris is there on the stop at the 16-yard line.
You're in a good position here. Get the snap, drop back, and let your guys get open. Don't force anything.
Davis in the backfield. Fullback handoff. Setting up play action with the pass. And he ducks out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
I like the quick decision by the quarterback. The defense didn't have time to react.
8 is the magic number right now.
Back. I had to get a water. I can't play sports without my drink.
Yes. Good choice, by the way.
Thank you, dude.
Is there on the stop at the 6. 1-yard gain on that play. Ball on the 6-yard line. 3rd and 1.
Oh shit, that was a quick download.
You got it?
Yo.
Sweet.
This one is handed off. Stark is there for the tackle at the 6-yard line. Number 49 is just short of the marker that should bring in the field goal unit. 4th and maybe 1. I thought we'd see the field goal unit here, but they would go for it. It's the toss.
Oh my.
So they'll touch him down at the 7.
You talk about production.
No, probably could finish this Nuggets now.
Call this defense here.
1st and 10. New England now shows blitz with all those defenders.
Did I tell you I accidentally let a customer in the store listen to a few seconds of gay rap yesterday?
He has room. The 20, the 30, the 40, midfield, the 40, the 30.
You did not,
the 20,
sir.
The 10.
Yes, sir. It happened. By accident. In fact, I'll play you a few seconds of it.
Sure.
You get the real experience of what Heather Osgood had to listen to.
Is this what Twitch wants to hear?
Yeah, it's fine.
Nugent
Okay.
comes in to attempt the point after. The extra point attempt is good. Number 8 is back and ready to put this one in the air.
I'm ready.
From the 8.
Trying to find the one that I was playing.
You know that the offense has their eyes set on tying this thing up here on this drive. We'll have to see what they're able to put together.
Ball on their own 25.
Let's go. Watch out. Let's go. Keep it up.
The counterplay. Harris.
All that happened after the pre-cum, after the singing, after the impact strokes, after the skiing. Hey, game here, nigga. Get a blessing. Came out gay after all of that happened. The Penn State, after molesting when our man's told on us after catch. Hey, bro. On the 6 now, come town, suck his dick now, eat his butt, blow his back out, look his strike out. That's
Release on this pass. Keep this
That was
Yes.
great. Thank you.
Customer listened to that a few seconds before I frantically turned off the audio system.
He gets the carry.
Sure.
Great fake. Gets
And yes, that is on Spotify.
Molden
Nice.
comes up to make the play at the 43-yard line.
The key here is to step up into the pocket. Make sure you get those feet set before you throw it.
1st and 10.
On the 43-yard line.
Watch it play. Hey, let's go.
The defense
Why is NHL 94 controls a controller team in this game?
At the 46-yard line. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
I do not know, sir.
It's on. Blue jam. Set. Hey, strong. All right, now. Blue jam. Let's go. Keep moving.
Gives the ball off. Starks comes up to make the play at the 49-yard line.
You need a nice pickup here. Make sure he's deep enough before you throw it.
Ball on their own 49.
Here we go. All on us, y'all.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. Number 40 is there for the tackle at the 46.
Use some motion to throw off the defense. Don't let them get too comfortable.
Spread. Here we go. Bring it up. Bring it up. Let's go. Yeah, you see me.
Going to the air on first down. On the move. Hits the receiver on the screen. Holcomb records the tackle at the 39.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
Watch your eyes. We're talking about bring. Get it up. No more from
The
there.
Patriots line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Pressure coming. Off his back foot. He couldn't find a receiver, so he threw it where no one could get it. Third down play here. They have to get it to the 36.
39-yard line.
Everything you got. Deuce it. Break it up. Break it up, Mike.
Davis, the lone back.
From the start. Watch the hard count.
Hand it off. Harris brings him down, but they get enough to move the chains.
Follow your blocking on this run. When you see the lane open, just accelerate right through it.
35-yard line.
They soft, man. Quick shoot.
The Jets come out in a nickel package.
Let's go one deep.
They give it to the halfback. Number 94 is there for the tackle at the 33.
The key here is to step up into the pocket. Make sure you get those feet set before you throw it.
Ball on the 33-yard line. They'll go from the shotgun.
There we go.
Throws it. And he makes the grab. The 25. Touchdown, Patriots.
You better kick it here.
The point after is good. The offense in complete sync that time. Number 3 is just about ready to kick this one away.
Crabtree back to return.
Booming kick downfield. This one is taken by number 86. That last drive resulting in a touchdown mainly because of their running game. Let's see if that's their focal point once again here. New England shifts their set so they can pack the line.
Blue jam.
The Jets come out with 3 receivers tight. Hand off to the tailback. Gibbons comes up to make the play at the 26. First and 10. At the end of the first quarter, we're all even. New York, 14. New England, 14.
First quarter, Patriots, 14.
New England
Wow.
ends the line of scrimmage with
Jets,
defenders.
14. Neil Justice touchdown run.
Is there
Todd
on the
Davis
stop at the
touchdown
29-yard
pass.
line.
Try this defense.
Touchdown.
Ball on their own 29.
Touchdown.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Only one man in the backfield.
The second one drew much inspiration from your
This is a
Dave
spot where you
Rapp.
want to show the
Thank you.
defense that they have to respect.
No problem, dude. And there are a lot of controls in this game.
Moving up to the line of scrimmage. Hank
You have
moves
enough
in
buttons.
motion. Falls down to the left side on third down. Shannon tackles, and they won't get the
On
first.
the run.
Not getting the first.
Penny for me.
will probably bring out the punter.
Remember,
I don't know what you just said.
Number 8 is ready to.
Penny for me to remember, dude.
Number 84
Gotcha.
lines up deep. for
Get
the
your
punt return.
G29 wheel on the desk, and you can use those too.
Andy waves for the fair catch.
What wheel do you use for racing?
Look at that defense over there. You own these guys if you can just execute.
So they have first and 10 here. Davis, the lone back.
Let's go. Clear. 25. Clear. All on us, y'all. Do something.
He hands it off. Number 21 comes up to make the play at the 27.
Spread the ball around and make sure the defense knows that they have to cover every receiver.
What's the hard count? Follow. From the start.
They're trying to spread out the defense with 5 wide receivers. Drops back. Brings it down looking to run. And he slides down to avoid the hit.
Get him thinking pass and then surprise him with a draw play.
Number 82 in motion.
Stay soft, man. Be careful.
Hand it off. Carter is there for the tackle at the 35-yard line.
Run the football. A good running game will really open up the pass.
35-yard line.
What team are you going to be?
Watch out.
Will.
Probably the Penguins, dude.
It's not your favorite hockey
Holden
team.
is there on
Yeah,
the stop
that
at
should
the
be.
36.
Need a
Pittsburgh.
good release on this pass. Keep this drive moving.
Ball on their own 36. As they get ready
Oh,
for
no.
the down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today. The Patriots line up in a 5-receiver set this time. With the pass, receiver running and breaks free. The 40, and he's ridden out at the 37.
This is one of those guys that you can't let get behind you. You have to give up some of those shorter completions underneath.
Let's do our thing. Strong right. Let's screen. Bring it up.
A little misdirection. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Try not to get too predictable out there. Make sure you got a good mix of run and pass.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
You gotta have it, D. Go, one. Yeah, you see me.
Hand it off. Harris is there on the stop at the 22.
Get some time in the pocket and be patient with it. Don't force it into cover.
2nd and 7 coming up here.
There we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Will.
Check it. You can't
Davis, the lone back, with the pass. Harris is there for the tackle. Good read on that play. He saw them drop back in zone and took advantage.
That's the kind of efficiency that the coach is looking for out of him. Take what the defense gives. Don't force it. Protect the football. Those kinds of things.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on 3rd down. Gets rid of it.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern. But he had the ball bounce right off his fingertip.
Here we go. This will take the lead. The veteran kicks it through.
And give credit to the kicker there.
Number 3 will be kicking off.
Crabtree back to return.
From the 8. Following a punt on their last drive, the offense now makes its way back out onto the field. New England now shows blitz with all those defenders moving up to the line of scrimmage. New England comes out in their nickel package.
Let's go now. Stay posted up.
Under pressure, throwing short. Incomplete pass.
Give this defense a shot.
Here we come. Let's go, D. Let's go. Get my cut back. Set. Here we go. Here we go, baby.
Throws it. Almost intercepted. Dishman had his hands on it.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. That's a break for the offense.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
The Patriots come out in a nickel package. With the pass, can't bring it. Big hit on the ball carrier.
A smart coach would call this play.
New England now shows blitz with all those defenders moving up to the line of scrimmage. Closing in, gets rid of it, and his pass is completed. Jones comes up to make the play at the 46. So they have 1st and 10 here. New England shifts their set so they can pack the line.
You okay, dude?
Yes.
Gets the pass off, and it's caught. Redmond is there for the tackle. Ball on the 44-yard line.
On the play. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Keep it up. There we go, D.
Tosses it out to the right. Slips the tackle. Jammer is there on the stop at the 43-yard line. Third down play here. They have to get it to the 36.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Come on.
He tucks it away. Fakes the handoff. With the throw. Can't bring him down. A lot of space in front of him. Touchdown, New York. John, what a defensive lapse. They dropped everyone back in coverage, but he's able to complete the pass anyway.
Well, sometimes you want to blitz, and sometimes you just want to drop in cover. But you can't give him that much time back there. If you give him enough time, he's going to find the open man every time. Time to call a special teams play.
Nugent comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
Scoring a touchdown not only puts points...
Number 8 comes in to kick off. This one is fielded by number 84. Just about ready for the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last drive. Ball on their own 22.
First and 10.
Get my top back. Let's go, dude. Get it up. Here we go.
Away the counter play. And he's ridden out at the 37.
Bang the ball up in there. Those safeties will start to cheat up, and that's when you can go over the top.
On the 37-yard line.
Watch each other back. We coming to wreck. Not today. Stay close now.
Justice sends a man in motion.
Quick shoot. They ain't got nothing. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hands it off. Number 94 is there for the tackle at the 41-yard line.
Trust your big guys to open some lanes out there. Watch for the defenders to get blocked and then run for the gap.
Defense, get ready. Don't stop, don't stop that
They'll
motor.
go from the I formation.
Let's go now. Here we come.
With a counter play. Number 40 records the tackle at the 47-yard line.
When you have a good balance of run and pass on offense, the defense doesn't have a chance to focus in on either one of them. They need to be prepared to cover both options.
So that's a gain of about 5.
The offense has been stepping it up on third downs all day.
Molden brings him down, but they get enough to move the chains.
Tell your line to protect here. Tell your line to protect every play, not just here. You need to get some time back there and let someone get open.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Swings it out to the left. This one will be spotted at the 48. The tackle is his 5th of the game.
Get behind those big old linemen and let them do their work.
Ball right around midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Lucky. You gotta believe it. It's our game. Let's run.
Davis, the deep back. Number 82 in motion.
Tampa. Rush in. Let's go, dude. Get it started. Hey.
They give it to the halfback. Carter comes up to make the play at the 48-yard line.
You need to look at an outside receiver on this play so he can get out of bounds.
48-yard line.
There you go, baby. Watch out for them long bombs.
They've done very well on third down to this point. Dropping back. Takes off. Breaking free. The 30. Trying to avoid the hit by sliding feet first.
Be patient out there. When you see an opportunity, that's when you attack. But don't force it.
Will. Green, 74.
Get around the outside on this. Tell your blockers to maintain.
Ball on the 25-yard line. And this is the 8th play of this drive. And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Only one man in the backfield. He hands it off. Still, he's there on the stop.
They've had good running, good blocking, good play calling. That's really helped them establish this running game early.
9th play of this drive. They're inside the 15. They kicked the field goal the last time they were in the red zone.
Here we go. Here I come. Let's go, B. Let's go. Defense, get ready. Watch the play. Not today. There we go, baby. Rock and roll. Hard count. Look it up, baby. Let's go. Watch out. All on us, y'all. We
fullback. Great to get through. Harris is there on the stop at the 9.
Pass this one to the outside and give your guy a chance to conserve some time by running out of bounds.
Danny. Turn it out now. Let's go. Beat Deuce. Let's go. Deuce. Come on. I'm coming through, baby. Hold the look. They ain't got nothing. Captain. Check it.
Hand it off. They're going to spot this one at the 9-yard line. He makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. 9 yards, they'll be in the end zone.
Go make a play.
As the offense gets closer to the goal line, the defense can tighten up and make it much tougher for the offense to get the ball into the end zone.
He took what he was given, completing the pass.
Yeah, what you want to do as a receiver who's facing zone coverage is to break into the secondary, find a hole, settle down, and show the quarterback your number. That was a good job.
Looking for the goal line. This one will be spotted at the 1. He found the ball carrier to make his 4th stop of the game. No can do. The defense comes up with a stop on 3rd and goal.
You better kick it here.
This will be a 19-yard field goal attempt. Number 3 adds 3 points to the board with that kick, his 2nd so far.
New England is lined up for the kickoff. Crabtree back deep to return.
This one is taken by number 86.
The momentum has been going back and forth so far. This one looks like it's going to be a close game right till the end.
Go. Clear. It's on. Lucky.
Tucks it away. Switzerland. He has some room. The 40. Midfield. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. He finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
When you talk about a dangerous back, this is what you have to be able to do. Not only get out there and outrun the defense, but have the power to bounce off a tackle and keep going. This is a good special teams play.
The extra point attempt is good. Number 8 in to kick this one off. Squib kick. This one is handled by number 49. Number 49 dives ahead. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. New York 28. New England.
Halftime. New England Patriots 20. New York Jets 28.
As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. Number 8 is back and ready to put this one in the air. And he got all of that one, a great kick. He signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection of play actions to keep them off balance on passing down.
First and 10.
Watch the play. Watch screen. Danny. 74. Overswing right.
A little misdirection. They're going to spot this one at the 20-yard line. It's 3 tackles so far for him today.
Try not to get too predictable out there. Make sure you got a good mix of run and pass.
I'm coming through, baby. One back. Watch the snap down. Watch the man. Come on. 74. There we go.
Hand off to the tailback. Stark is there on the stop at the 22.
You need a good release on this pass. Keep this drive moving.
Ball on their own 22.
Make him go short. Get it up. Contain them. 25. Don't make a play.
Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Gets the pass off, complete to the running back. Number 40 is there for the tackle, and it's good for a first down.
The play is a first down.
Look at that defense over there. You own these guys if you can just execute.
First and 10.
On the 38-yard line.
We coming to wreck. So watch out for them long balls. So we gonna take it. Good shoot.
And they're going with an empty backfield and 5 receivers. On the run, it's a screen. Holcomb comes up to make the play at the 42.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
The Jets come out in a dime package, throwing on the run. He hits his receiver. The receiver with a lot of open room, and he's forced out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Spread the ball around and make sure the defense knows that they have to cover every receiver.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Hold the look. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. Hey, let's go.
Only one man back.
Yeah, you see me.
A little misdirection. Pushes off. Harris is there on the stop at the 43.
You got to be aware of everything going on out there. If you see a weakness, you got to attack it.
Let's go now. Come on.
Davis, the lone back.
Come on.
Looking for room. Number 37 comes up to make the play.
This is a play that you need. Trust your quarterback to make a good throw here.
Third down play upcoming. To convert, they have to get it to the 32.
Hey, let's go one deep.
Justice from the shotgun. Dropping back. He'll keep it. Harris is there for the tackle at the 30-yard line.
Follow your blocking on this run. When you see the lane open, just accelerate right through it.
Hey, strong, strong, strong. Keep it up. Hey.
Handoff to the tailback. Still is there on the stop at the 28.
Use all of the field when passing. Make sure the defense can't just sit there on any particular route.
There we go.
Drops back with the throw. Short pass completed to the wide receiver. Number 21 punishes the ball carrier at the 24.
You don't have very far to go. Get this and keep the drive alive.
The 20-yard line would net them a first down here on this third down play. Davis, the lone back. Receives the handoff. Number 37 is there for the tackle at the 19. 12th play of this drive. They're in the red zone.
I have to go to bed.
Enjoy your bedtime, sir.
So much. Enjoy your game.
They came away with
Thank
3
you.
points.
Later.
Later.
User disconnected from your channel.
He hands it off. Still created problems in the backfield on that play.
You need to play it a little safe here. Run the ball and pick up a few. You're almost there.
Second and long.
We're talking about Bria. Keep the throttle down. We like to crack the rules.
They'll go from the I formation. Hand it off to the back. Number 21 comes up to make the play at the 20-yard line.
Go for the long pass. See if you can beat them deep.
14th play of this drive. They're threatening inside the 20.
Get it up. What screen?
So they're inside the 20. Need to get a touchdown. Dropping back. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Touchdown, New England.
You need 2 here.
So they'll try to get the 2 here.
Stay both now. There we go. So we gonna take it. Set. Come on. Here we go.
They're trying to get to the pylon. They fail to get the 2. Number 3 looks like
quick changes out there, outside where that red truck's at, that's our time stamp. Boom, that's it right there. Listen, there's a sense of misery that is required to be successful. Like, there's a lot of lazy racers nowadays. So lazy
Sports.
it makes.
It's in the game.
I was 21 years old and I was a Winston Cup crew chief. That was it. You'll be all right, youngin'. But we would be so hungry that we could only afford to eat one time a day. That's the way we grew up. Now I'm getting mad because it really me off thinking that people don't know these stories.
Out here in the homeland of Kenny Wallace, and we're going to see some hometown history stuff, past and present, I guess, as we're starting right here. What do you got going on in here?
Mitchell and Logan, it's good to meet you all. Well, we're ready to go to Florida to race at Volusia for 6 straight nights. Easy on that right front geometry. I'm just kidding you. We are getting ready to go for a ride, and I'm going to show you the Wallace stomping grounds. You ready to roll?
Oh, we're ready.
Come on, let's go. This is Arnold, Missouri. Us Wallaces grew up on these back roads. You know, no different than them old dirt racers down in West Virginia and Kentucky. You know, when people see where you live, they're like, damn, you know, everybody's from somewhere, right? I mean, I saw your Mark Martin stuff, Batesville, Arkansas. So these roads are treacherous.
This one hasn't been decided yet. Each of these teams are played fairly well on both
Schrader
sides of
said,
the ball.
Herman, why'd you put
I
your
could
fence
see
so
this one
far
getting
back
decided
from the center
by
line of the
whoever has
road?
the last possession.
I said, Schrader, the reason I got that fence so far back is you got to give the drunks some runoff room. Sometimes I get asked, well, why did I build right here? And it was because this is literally a mile from where we grew up. And you can see these roads, they don't even, you can hardly, if anything happens, you're dead in the water. You know, there's a lot of traffic on this Sunday. These are the roads we grew up on. You know, all of us Wallaces, Rusty Wallace and Mike Wallace. You know, I really like our area. Because you know, we're in the country right now, but we can go right into the Arnold, Missouri. You know, they got it all there.
So you learn how to drive by not dying.
We learned, this is no lie, we used to run the heck out of these back roads. Actually, that was nice and normal right there. We're getting ready to go on this road. And, you know, it's like, okay, I gotta tell you something. See this little gully right here? Yeah. Down there. Okay, that used to be the road. If you kind of look to the left of me, you'll see where there looked like to be a road. Okay, so right here, it snowed. And Rusty Wallace came sliding down here. I'm sliding down here, and Rusty flipped his truck in that creek. with his girlfriend in there at the time. Rusty says, "Oh my God, we flipped the truck because we slid in the snow down in a creek." And he got out. And he goes, "Oh my God, my girlfriend's down there." So anyway, this is it. This is it's built up now. This is not the original road. The original right there. I watched this trailer court be built when I was a kid.
At the 45.
And I ran that creek as a kid. The creek right there was so much fun.
New England shifts their set. So
I used to come over Sunday morning and buy eggs from that place right there. I'd buy eggs on Sunday morning. So this is where we grew up. We're gonna pull in there and see if they say anything to us.
You know these people?
Yeah, but they just might not know who I am.
Oh.
So anyway, this is really crazy. You see that garage right there?
Yeah.
So that garage is where it all started for us. That is basically I guess you could call it a 2-car garage, but in reality it's a 1-car garage. So that's where Rusty started, Mike. The house was half that size. That section you see to the left, my dad traded a race car to the Gittemeyer family, Len Gittemeyer, and they added that addition in. We used to back our race cars up and let the ramps down and unload the race cars there. But you know, it's sad to say because you know, you really wish people knew what you went through. A lot of people just skip to the good part. You know, we grew up extremely with nothing, and
You got to execute out there.
and we did. So, but it's kind of like any musical group, right? If you go toward Gary, Indiana, and see where the Jackson 5 grew up, you'd be like, okay, I won't ask any more questions.
That's why we do this, to
remind people.
Fill in that background.
People are more angry nowadays than they've ever been. They're just thinking people grew up, you know, they've been shot in the ass with diamonds, you know. That's what I used on the Dale Jr. podcast. People don't realize, most of us, you know, grew up with nothing. So do you want to go to where it all started?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so that's going to be about 20 minutes away, and we're going to Valley Park, Missouri. It's a very commercialized town, and I'll show you where not just our shops were, but Kenny Schrader's shop. I'll take you to the back road. When I was a kid, you know, I guess I grew up on Saturday Night Live. When Saturday Night Live was funny, it's no fun anymore. They just got it every once in a while. It's funny, but Saturday Night Live used to be so funny. You just laughed all the time. So I always called these the back roads of Morocco. You know, they used to make a die-hard Sears battery. If you want to run the back roads of Morocco, you need this battery. You know, these all these commercials. I love them.
It's funny how those random things stick with you over time like that.
I'm big into psychology. I think a lot of people are catching on to me now. If you follow me on social media, I love psychology because I better understand people. I like that piece of land right there. I might see that for sale. But, you know, I think that's why me and Mark Martin and Dale Jr. are such good friends, because it's like, why are
you have to be aware of so many things.
What is the
Where the
deal?
first
You know,
down marker
when we
is,
started racing,
where the
we were just
defenders
racing.
are, and where the
And you just
sideline
did.
is, you just stretch out
Now
to make
people
that
want to know
catch.
why, how come, what.
Was his intended target.
It's like, simmer
Consistent
down.
success on fourth down, which they've had, usually
Boy, I tell you what, when I was a
translates into
kid,
win.
when I was a kid, this road right here, I loved my bicycle.
Great play. Great
And I'd go
execution.
right down that road,
That's what
and there was
defense is all
an
about.
older man. He sold bicycle parts, and we were, you know, we never bought bicycles. We were like race car mechanics. So I needed a chain. Gave the guy like 50 cents. Got a used chain, and I was back running, man. But you're right. I travel these roads, and
Why don't you show
there's
the
so many
defense what a
things
finely
that,
tuned machine you are.
you know,
coming up here.
trigger my brain or anybody's brain. So we're getting ready to come up this road here. It's called Highway 141, and This is there's a new 141 and an old 141. So we're gonna get on old. Now this road we're gonna make a left on here. This is the road. This is the road that we took our race cars on. So we would do this right here back in the 70s. So imagine we had a blue Suburban with just a trailer, and we'd go down this exact road right here. Hasn't changed at all. And this would be our real road. So it's Sunday. We're headed to Lake Hill Speedway, Valley Park, Missouri. My dad's racing Rusty Wallace and Mike Wallace. They're crew members. Well, one time, I think they were flat towing my Uncle Gary's car. Even Uncle Gary raced back.
He was the vacuum cleaner guy, wasn't he?
He owned it. He owned the business. My Uncle Gary is the matriarch now, the family. My dad died, and my Uncle Gary was the one that made us be somebody. He was very smart, owned a very small janitorial business. But anyway, his car came loose right in this area and went off into the weeds, and they hardly made it to the racetrack. We're like, what happened? Race cars all beat up. They were flat towing it. Back then you'd flat tow your race cars. You'd flat tow. There'd be no trailer.
You always answer the phone like a talk radio host.
Oh yeah, I like this. Watch this. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
It's complete. Touchdown, Patriots.
These points are important.
Jerry, you there, buddy? I think he hung up on it. I make a lot of YouTube videos, so a lot of my stuff is a lot about psychology and how do you stay strong, and everybody comments on it.
Trying to get to the pylon.
Because no matter what they say, no matter how weird you think you are, people think the same way. There was a old saying, why was Dale Earnhardt Sr. so tough? Because he was strong-minded. To be a great race car driver, you can't let people get you, because people want to chokehold you out. They don't want you better than them, and they're mad if you do good.
This one is handled by number 86.
So a lot of people, text me on the side. They're afraid to like or comment on my videos because they don't want people to know the way they are, because they're afraid. They don't want to be judged, and I don't care.
That's why I think this kind of stuff is important, and why we seek out to do it, because like you said, people think you're just born somewhere already. It doesn't connect the dots in people's head that, they could do something too, because they don't know the stories behind people who get somewhere, because it's not talked about. If you open that door for somebody, it can change their perception on everything around them. And how are you supposed to believe that you can do something if you don't know how someone else did it?
You get it. You get it 100%. I truly believe that God put me on earth. And listen, I'm not real religious. I'm a Lutheran, and I do pray. But I do believe God put me on this earth to make people feel better about themselves. People are so angry that other people make it, and there's got to, the people, when I say the people, you know what I mean. I don't have names, but a majority of the people in life are upset that somebody has done something that they want to do. And they just think that, well, by gosh, they got there because their dad had money. Listen, there are stories out there like that, but that's not the majority. People think the way they want to think. My brother Rusty said it perfect. Rusty's very strong, and he has a brilliant mind. And Rusty said, Herm, it's sad to say, but you have to remind people, because they remember what they want to. So people get this vision, and that's what they want to think. In reality, you look at somebody like a Dale Earnhardt Jr., he works at the dealership. His dad wouldn't give him any money. Kelly Earnhardt will tell you, Kelly Earnhardt, Dale Jr., they were roughed up. Now, Dale Jr. cannot help who he is. It's not like you can put him back in his mama, right? He's born, so here he is. And people won't break down life like this. I see life like that. So, okay, Dale Jr.'s born, here he is. So it's not fair to say, well, he was born Dale Jr.'s boy. It's like, okay, and, it's no different than being, Michael Andretti, Mario Andretti's son, it's no different than, Peyton Manning or Eli Manning or any famous athlete. You're born. Now it's up to you to do with your life as you see fit. So
you play the hand you're dealt.
You play the hand you're dealt. I can promise you my hand on a Bible about the Wallaces. Now my mom don't like to hear this, but we grew up poor. And when I mean poor, I mean we grew up in Rolla, Missouri, and woke up one morning, there was no heat because somebody forgot to pay the bill. And I mean, it was freezing, and I will never forget that as long as I live. But what's aggravating is people, they want to skip over that. They don't want to hear that because they have this idea of why you are successful in life. Well, he's successful because, and they just fill in.
They use that to justify to themselves why they're not.
Right, and I have been put on this earth to make people feel better about themselves. Let them know that they can make it. And listen, it's no secret that I'm at best a D+, C- student. I'm street smart, and that's why I made it. I don't care about being Elon Musk or creating the damn internet. That's not me. I'm a street person. I worked my ass off. I picked up soda bottles and taped them all over my bicycle, pedaled my way up to the 7-Eleven and turned them in for 5 cents a piece. And I worked extremely hard to get where I'm at. And now, did I have help along the way? Hell, everybody gets help along the way. Everybody. Everybody in racing will tell you that person. Everybody's got to have somebody. But to get help, well, you got to show those people that you want it. I hope that I can, through social media, make people feel better about themselves. Let them know that you can do it. You just got to try. People give up so damn easy. They want people to. Some of these racers want people to walk in their home and give them money. I'm like, it don't work that way, and it's disappointing to me. But I'm 58 now, and I've always had this fantasy of getting off social media, and I'm resolute. Resolute means final. I'm done. So end of 2023, I will be getting off. I will be getting off all social media, and I'll probably keep up my YouTube channel because it's fun. But I find myself working too hard. The reason I got all my sponsors and the reason my career has been extended is because of social media. People sponsor my dirt car for my social media. They don't care about that race car whatsoever. They want my social media, Actually, Jegs, they love me to death, and they're honest. Herman, we want your social media. I've always enjoyed AM debate. When I was a kid, I'd listen to AM radio because I enjoyed listening to people talk. You wouldn't watch all this stuff if it was something exactly like you. You want to see different things,
To learn stuff, think about things in a new way.
That's why we Google everything, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know how to rebuild a Burt transmission, you Google build Burt transmission.
Yeah, but still a great game.
You're looking for a trailer. You get on the internet, you find out where there's a trailer for sale, and you drive halfway across the damn United States and pick it up.
Yep.
So social media is good.
Whenever people address you seriously, they call you Herm, or is that how you just preface someone telling you something serious? Is Herm like the whom to who, like the proper version to address you when the tone is serious? Like, what's the distinction between someone calling you Herm and Kenny?
It's kind of whatever people think. There's really not a rule. The way I got that nickname, Herm is the German. There was a 6'3" German man named Bob Miller. Bob was the promoter of this racetrack I'm going to show you. And Bob was a good race car driver, and he also owned some used car lots. Well, I was in trouble all the time. And so people would talk bad about my dad. They hated us because he won all the time. And I would throw snow cones at people, and they'd get over the announcer stand. Russ Wallace,
At the 1 yard line.
your boy Kenny Wallace is in a fight in the grandstands. Please come get him. Now this was real. Now this is back in the late 60s, early 70s. So Bob called me old Herman the German because Bob himself was a German. And there was a medieval warrior, Herman the German, and his wife Hilda. And I guess I reminded him of Herman the German. So it became Herman the German, and then it became Herman. And then when I made it to NASCAR, Earnhardt, a lot of those people down there called me the Herminator. And I love that. So right over there, my brother Mike had a shot.
This is 4th down and goal to go.
Over there. It's crazy this was not here. But what I am happy to show you is that everything is still pretty much intact except the racetrack. You know, so for example, sometimes I'd watch some replays of me racing. And whether it's Dave Moody on Sirius XM radio or some of the replays. So I'm friends with the media, right? We're like personal friends, like, you know, we know each other. And I'll go back every great once in a while in my life and they'll go, oh, Herman the German leading this race here at Richmond Speedway. And I get a kick out of it, you know, because it's personal. You know, they don't call me Kenny Wallace. They know me so well that I do like it when the media or people call me Herman, because that means they're comfortable around me. You know, hey Herm. And I do recognize that a lot of people on social media, when they try to be close to me and be my friend, they'll go, hey Herm. Herm means I'm your friend. Kenny Wallace means they're respectful, but they don't know about me yet. You know, they're trying to figure me out. That Herman thing took on a life of its own. I didn't come up with it. My mother, my mom Judy, she calls me Ken. You know, my real name is Kenneth Lee Wallace. You know, you go back to Rusty. Now Mike's name is Michael Samuel Wallace, but Rusty's interesting because Rusty's name is Russell William Wallace Jr. His real name is Russell or Russ. Well, they grew up calling him, Mom said they called him Russie. R-U-S-S-Y, Russie, when he was a little boy, and it somehow derived into Rusty. Rusty is not even Rusty's real name. It's just a name. It's funny.
I didn't know that.
We're going to go across the Merrimack River. Now, this used to be a 2-lane bridge right here. Very, very junky bridge when we raced here. This is the Merrimack River right here. So that Merrimack River leads into the Mississippi River. And this whole town used to flood. Now you see all these gates. We call them gates, just big mounds. You see there the gates?
Yeah.
That used to never be here. So in 1982, we built a NASCAR race car. It was sponsored by Ramada Inn. So picture this, Rusty builds this NASCAR race car, but he goes to the Snowball Derby to race. And Rusty's down at the Snowball Derby. Well, for some reason, me and my brother Mike couldn't go to the Snowball Derby. It was weird. So anyway, it floods. And we come down here to lift Rusty's brand new NASCAR race car up in the air as high as we could. People were putting their items on this railroad crossing, hoping it wouldn't flood. But anyway, Rusty's original, very first NASCAR Cup car got flooded. Got flooded in this big flood. I'm going to take you to where it all started, and I'm excited to do this because it will remind everybody. I don't think we can go in. It's Sunday. Listen, Rusty wanted to be somebody, and he was very clear. He knew what he wanted to do. You know, I always say the biggest epidemic in the world is men or girls that are 32 years old. You're 32 years old. You still don't know what the hell you want to do with your life. We were very clear. We knew what we wanted to do. We were going to be race car drivers because my dad was a race car driver. So that was a gift to us to know what we were going to do. Here you got chemical companies, ball field, and people's homes. That's why I say this is a very controversial town. It's very, right over there are people's homes. They live there. But then here's chemical companies and, you know, big, you know, we're going to make a big circle here, but you'll get it. See there how it says Duck In Market right there?
Yeah.
Listen to this story. My brother Rusty Wallace had no money, and somehow we figured out how to race. Now, there's times, you know, we write bad checks, but we knew when we wrote the check that it wasn't going to be good, but we knew if they'd hold that check, let us go race, we'll come back, we'll get some money in the bank, then that check will clear. So we would leave this little tiny race shop down that road, and we would drive the truck and trailer. It was a bread truck. Now this is ASA and this is USAC. We're racing AJ Foyt. All right. We'd come up here and we put our blinkers on right there with the truck and the. Here's Doug Schoenfeld. Did you get your coated headers? I did. Thank you, Doug. So we'd park that truck and trailer right there, and we had this big old checkbook, and Rusty'd write this check, and he'd go in there, and his name was Kenny Adams. Kenny's daughter, Carla, ended up marrying my brother Mike. We'd go in there, and they would cash that check, okay? But they knew better than to deposit it, because they knew it would be no good. That's the way we grew up. Now I'm getting mad because it really pisses me off thinking that people don't know these stories. That man in there, Kenny Adams, is probably one of the reasons Rusty made it. Stories like that all day long. Right there in that little place. And Rusty might have wrote a check for $200-300. That was big. And we'd get that cash, and we'd head up to the Milwaukee Mile, pulling that picket. We'd win that USAC race against AJ Foyt, Joe Ruttman, Bay Darnell. We'd outrun those guys, but we'd still be broke. No money, zero, living at home with mom and dad. When Rusty was beating the best in the world, we were still living at home. But right there, let that be a lesson to all you dumbasses that are such smart asses that don't understand life. I'm angry right now. Detour, road closed. But we know all these roads. But we're gonna go around, we're just gonna go that way, because if I go you that way, so the first shop is the shop that we all started. Here's what's amazing about this town now. That side of Valley Park is all commercial. Now look here, these are homes. Now this is an old town. It's a very old town. Now, I wanna see if I can find the Adams house, because one day in the shop, I was tacking with a welder. I was like, eat, and I messed up horribly. What an idiot I was. I burned my eyes so bad that Rusty couldn't take me back to the house, because our original house, 20 minutes over that way. So Rusty took me to the Adams house, and I laid on the couch all day. My eyes hurt so bad, I had a headache. And I think I see the house up here.
So that guy in there cashing the checks he knew wouldn't clear yet. How did you guys gain his belief to help you like that?
Because that racetrack is right here. We're going to show you that in a minute. Because Kenny Adams owned that little market, and the racetrack is right over here. He knew us. He knew, if you're nice and you're a successful person yourself, you can see when people are trying. He could see that we was trying. Right there at that house. I believe that's the Adams house, the Adams family. So I went into that couch, and I said, back then I think I never washed my hands. We were, nowadays if you're a smart ass, you say, oh, he's a grease monkey. You're right. We didn't care about, we didn't have time to, we didn't start shaving until we met Roger Penske. But we got to remember, we met Roger Penske out of this town right here.
Really?
Yeah, this was where we ended up making it and meeting Roger Penske. I always tell my kids, go and do. Get out. If you're shy, you never make it. These kids nowadays piss me off because they think being quiet's cool. That's the new cool thing. Look. Quiet is dumb. Quiet will get you nowhere. People are afraid to talk, so they just shut down. And they see another racer that don't want to talk, so they just get quiet. If you're going to make it like I did, like I'm not a good race car driver, but I made it because of that mouth. I can sell.
Sell yourself.
Sell myself. Believe in yourself also. You have to believe in yourself. Now they're fixing Valley Park up. So if you look here now, this is all new. It's got sidewalks. Hell, none of this stuff was here, but the old houses are still here. Now think about these houses. They've been flooded to the max. Those houses have probably been flooded 20 times. And look, there's an old, see how they fixing them up? The river's right over there. I'm gonna show you that. So there's some great stories right here. I'm getting ready to show you, I'm gonna tell you a lot about this area right here. This is where it all started for us Wallaces. We're gonna get out of the truck actually.
This is really cool.
So, right over there, we had a shop. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. This building is very significant to me. This used to be called Charlie's Cafe. And we had no money back then, but we could afford a cheeseburger and a french fry. And this is a real story. It's not fake. It's not exaggerated. But we would be so hungry that we could only afford to eat one time a day. And this is true. So Rusty